Today we are going to do is it a deal or is it not a deal? Okay.
Oh boy, is this great!
And I'm going to tell you if it's worth buying or not. So stick around, let's get to it.
What a hunk of junk.
I'm searching pretty much northeast. I'm searching pretty much whatever comes up. I'm just going to flick through. I'm going to pick a couple dozen of these cars and we're going to go through them and see if you can guess what the price should be with me. All right, let's go. First up we got a 1949 Mercury Custom, New York area. Nice clean two-door coupe, original, 255 Mercury flathead, 3-speed, runs great. Floors look good, small minor patch, blah blah blah. New outer rockers, all new wiring, fuse panel, plugs, cap, rotor, gauges, yada yada. Okay, fun to cruise around in. Now, I'm gonna say, oh, it even got lake pipes on it. It's got side little lake pipes on it. Love the car. Now, before I even get involved, we're only looking at cars 1970 and back. Okay, automobiles, cars, made in America, etc. All right, so this 49 Merc two-door. Now, when you're looking at cars on the interweb, and you got to take into consideration, you know, how bad it's rusted. You know, there's certain things you got to look at, and the seller should at least provide at least a dozen pictures. Okay, if you're serious in selling this car. I'm gonna say off the bat, just by looking at pictures here, it looks very clean. Very clean. It looks like the body's straight. The interior is right up my alley. It's got diamonds on the doors. The seats are pretty horrendous, but it's got the original flathead. Yeah, the seats are horrendous. Front seats are horrendous. Other than that, this is not a bad car. Now, I got to take into consideration the craziness, the inflamed prices right now. I'm going to say it's worth $23,000.
I guess.
Good.
The price is $21,900. There's room. This is actually a deal.
Crazy. What a deal.
This is a deal. This car, if it's stated what it is right now, I'm gonna tell you what, this is a deal.
I like it a lot.
This is a 29 Ford hot rod two-door sedan. It's a 29. I owned a 30. I restored a 30 years ago, and this was running. He took the motor and trans out. Still wired. Just put your motor in. Okay, I get that. You don't have to tell me about that. Could be driving in a week or two. Well, I don't know about that, but yeah. He has a registration in the state of New York. I don't understand what that is. Clear, open, current, transferable registration. That sounds fishy. If they don't have a title, just unless it's free, just keep moving. That's my advice. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he has a title. All right, let's pretend he has a title. All right, I'm gonna say just as it sits, it's got the rear in it. It's got the interior. It does look clean inside. Needs a motor. I'm gonna say it's at least 10 grand.
answer.
He's asking $10,400. Not bad. Not bad. That's a deal. I'm gonna say that's not bad. That is a deal. It looks like it's in very good shape too. And here's some. It's got some or best offer. So you might even get that for $8. Anytime you put best offer, if they're asking 10, go for 8 or less. All right. All right. So far, 2 deals. All right. Let's keep rolling here. Let's just pick a random one here. Now, I'm gonna say something here. There were cars, believe it or not, there were cars back in the day that weren't desirable back then, and they're still not desirable today. So, you know, the difference in price between a 32 Ford and the 32 Chevy is obviously drastically different. And there's a reason for that. So just because a car is old doesn't necessarily mean it's going to have some value over another kind of car. So let's look into alright, here's one. Here's a Pontiac. Let's look at this one. A 51 Pontiac. I owned a 50. I had a 50 Pontiac. It is a 2-door, which is even bonus. That's another one of my tips for you, I guess you could say. If you're going to purchase a hot rod, or you're going to purchase something that's going to gain value, try not to buy a 4-door car. They're not worth it in comparison to its 2-door model. Okay? So try to get a 2-door car. Don't sink lots of money into a 4-door car. And I'm just going to say that, and do what you want, but don't do it. All right, let's see here. Needs lots of work. Will make a great project. I got the Indian head. They light up, by the way. They light up. It's pretty cool. Interior is completely trash. Bumpers don't look bad. I mean, it's a Pontiac. It's not a Chevy. It's got the straight 8 in it. Interior is completely toast. It's got all the trim though. That's another thing. It'll look. Make sure there's no rot, rust, and all the trim is there. Everything looks like is with this car. All the trim. Since I do interiors, the interior is not a big deal for me. As long as it's not rotted out. It doesn't have original tires and rims on it, but that's okay. It's got the original straight. Boy, I tell you, this is a $3,000-$4,000. I'm gonna say $3,500 for this car. All right, put your guesses in. How much? 51 Pontiac. Doesn't have much of a details. Not a lot of details. It only says car needs a lot of work. Doesn't really say much, but everything looks like it's there. I think $3,500 is beautiful for this car. Okay. He wants $3,000 of best offer. This is a deal. This is another deal out of New York State. This is a good deal. I would jump on this. I would offer him anywhere $2,500 or less if it's our best offer. Beautiful. This is a nice project car. That's 3 deals in a row. 3 in a row. That's a wonderful. All right. Awesome. 63 Chevy Nova. Right? It's a 4-door. Okay. 63 Chevy Nova 4-door. Let me read the description. 63 Chevy 4-door inline 6-cylinder 2-speed. 12,000 original miles. Has a complete engine rebuilt, transmission rebuilt, new rad, new brakes, new gas tank.
But this car could be systematic, hydromatic, ultramatic.
A lot of new stuff in it. Let's see. Yeah, I mean this is a driver or a parts car, and it's got this. This is not going to be a hot rod. This is going to be something to putt around in. I personally wouldn't even. I don't know. I'm going to say he probably wants something astronomical for it. I'm going to say $3,000. Put your guess in. Let's see what you say. I say $3,000.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's got the spare tire and everything. Look at that. All right. Yes. He wants for a '63 Chevy Nova 4-door. He wants $9,000. This is not a deal. I would run from this. You'll never, ever. If you bought this car and you did nothing with it, maybe in another 5 years you can get $9,000 for it. But if you can't put anything in it. You couldn't make a hot rod out of this. It's a nice little cruiser, parts car, let's say. No. Run from this. No deal. This is right up my alley. I've been buying and selling old cars before, I've been restoring them, working on them since I was a teenager. So I know these cars priced inside and out. Let's look at this guy. Beautiful 55 Chevy 210. Beautiful blue. Has a 383 stroke turbo 350. Power steering, brake, disc brakes, 10 bolt. Has everything. Bushings, idler arm, you might trade it. All right. Let's look at some pictures. He has one in the background too. Beautiful blue. Two-tone, beautiful blue. Nice. I love Krager's.
Yeah, there's a very wicked 55 Chevy looking for you.
Two-tone, beautiful blue. 55 Chevy. Nice. It's got nice interior. I don't know about the cup holder thing, but it's got nice interior too. Beautiful car. Engine compartment needs a little bit of help. The brakes are upgraded. What's this guy, right? Yeah, this is a driver. This is a nice driver that could be even cleaned up more. I would clean that whole engine compartment up. Yeah, it needs a little help in the engine department. I like it. This car all day long is $30,000 right now. These used to be, 15, 20. These are $30,000 cars all day long. And boy, that's beautiful. The glass looks nice. Everything looks good in this car. The chrome is so expensive to re-chrome these days. I say $30,000 for this car. What do you think? And he's looking for. He wants $35,000 or a trade for a Chevelle, which I don't know if I would do that, but $35,000 firm. I think if you throw $30,000 in his yap, I think he might budge. That's a 30. Yeah, it's close. That is close. That is a deal. That is a deal. I like that. That is a nice, beautiful car. The color, the combination, the year. 55 Chevys are probably, if not more popular than the 57s. 55s were very popular. That is a deal. Let's save that one. Let's look at something different, shall we?
And now for something completely different.
All right. Let's look at a custom car. Here we go. We are looking at a 53 Chevy that's bagged. All right, now when you are customizing or you're buying a customized car, you have to really look at everything. Okay, the quality of how it was done, the safety of how it was done. When you're looking at old cars, you want to crawl, look at the frame, you want to look at the floor pan, you want to look at everything underneath the car. Just because the top is pretty, you really got to look at everything. There's so much to look at. Now, let's dig into this 53 Chevy. It's bagged and Frenched. All right, let's read it. Inspiration from Monster Garage. It started life as a 53 Chevy business. 3-inch chop, Frenched Buick headlights, tails. That is a lot of work. Hours and hours and weeks went into just doing the body on this car. So it's got a 383 stroker, 700 R4 trans. I don't have time to mess with it. It ran and drove into my garage a few years ago. It won't take a lot to get her driving again. That's odd. As you can see from the pictures, everything is new, including exhaust, radiator, carburetor, gas, shifter, yada yada, gauges. It's got a complete Mustang 2 front end, power steering, disc brakes. It's got drop spindles on it. He doesn't have rear glass in it yet. Carpet headliner, that's very common. I have a small fortune in this car. Okay, let's look at some pictures. Started out, there's a lot of hours in doing what I see in front of me. A lot of hours. And the motor looks like very clean. Underneath, new gas tank. It's got the front end, Mustang 2. All right. From what I see, this is not complete. That car there in the beginning is not the car. That is the car. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work in these cars. Now, before you would even attempt to make an offer on a car like this, you got to ask yourself, do you have the capabilities, the facilities to complete this car? Because it will take years of weekends to get this thing on the road again. So, you have to have, if you're buying something unfinished like this, there's a lot done. It's worth somebody else's time. I probably wouldn't even buy this car because it's somebody else's vision. You must really like that year to complete it. But let's just look at this as far as I'm looking for a project car. All right. He's got a lot of time in this car, and a lot of time that you're never going to get back money-wise. But what he's got so far is pretty decent. I'm gonna say 10 grand. I'm gonna say it's worth 10 grand. Okay, what do you think? It's got a lot of stuff in it. All right. Yeah, see, he's looking to get 17.5 for this. He's looking to get $17,500 for this. Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to pass. This would be no deal for me. But I'm not saying it's not worth that $17,500, but there's not enough time in life to complete something like that. I'm gonna say no deal. Perfect car. Even got a little video. Actually, that car looks sweet. It's got Hoosiers on it. Okay, what do we got here? Wow. Now, I love the Fords. It's a 67 Fairlane 500. Now, I had one of these. Didn't have a 427 Dart motor, 700 horse. That alone is has the VIN clear title. Does not have a lot of description. All right, let's just look at her a little bit here. Oh, we got the Hoosiers. Got the tack on the hood. Is that on the hood? Yeah, tack's on the front of the car. I don't think it's tubbed. It's got a decent color, the stripe. The GT had the stripe down the bottom. It's got the hood. It's got it's not a shaker hood, but it has that raised hood. That's Ford. I see. They're slicks. They're not even going on the street. It's got a full blown. It's caged. Wow. He's got the cradle. He's got the custom cradle on the front. He's got some bucks in this. He's got some bucks in this car. I mean, the interior is, it's a race car. Fuel cell in the back. You're not driving far with that, but this is a street strip car. There it is, popping a wheelie. All right, man, this thing is beautiful. I am gonna say I've owned one. Wasn't as nice as this one, but I've owned one. I'm gonna say something ridiculous. I'm gonna say 28,000. Tell me what you think. 28. My guess is 28,000. All right. And the asking price is
How much?
How much?
He wants $24,000 for this car. This car is close for this is a street strip car, man. This would be beautiful for that. That is definitely a deal. That is a deal. I would not mind spending $24,000 on this car. Awesome. That is a deal. Okay, here we go. One of my favorite cars. I mean, not for drag racing or anything, but just a beautiful, one of the most beautiful cars ever made. We got a 53 Buick. Okay, and it's coming with two cars here, but just the 53 Buick, and they're throwing in a 49 Plymouth. That's crazy.
Yeah. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Now it's a four-door. All right, it's a four-door Buick. That takes a little bit off. I wish it was a two-door. And it's probably got the original. Everything on this car looks original. Interior. And it comes with a spare Plymouth. Now the Plymouth's not worth much. The Plymouth is not worth much personally. I probably wouldn't even take it. But I would cruise around in a Buick, 53 Buick 4-door, if it was cheap. I don't know how to price this. I only want the Buick. I'm gonna say $5,500 for the Buick. They probably want something outrageous for the Buick. This is tough to price, and it comes with a spare car. I don't know if I had the money for if I would have wanted. I'm gonna say $8,000 will probably get you both cars. Put your guesses in. I say $8,000.
And the actual retail price of your showcase is?
They are offering, they want $10,000 for both. I would say there's room to wiggle there. If they wiggle on that, that's probably a deal. That is a deal. I would, if that's what I was looking for. I stay away from 4-doors like as much as possible, but sometimes if you want a driver, you're just gonna beat the crap out of it, or parts, then you can pick it up. There's a lot of nice parts on this car, the Buick anyway. The bumpers alone, the bumper chrome on this looks really decent, and to chrome a bumper is thousands of dollars now. It's absolutely insane. I would say grab this car, but I wouldn't grab it for 10. I would both of them, yeah, 10 grand. All right, next one. All right, here we go. I have owned one of these. All right, here we go. Right up my alley again. 46 Ford. I owned a 47. Know all about this car inside and out. Now, this looks like the complete drivetrain has been changed. Let's see. It needs trunk floor, it needs rockers. No drivetrain or suspension. All right. Oh, there we go. That explains it. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. See, here's a bait and switch. They put a beautiful 46 Ford from a car show, and then they put the garbage that they're trying to sell as what it's going to look like. Listen, people. If you're selling your car and you want to get money for what you think it would look like if somebody finished it, you can't sell it for that kind of money. You can't. It's impossible. Oh, God. I would... Alright. What he has here, I don't even have pictures of the interior. I have garbage pictures he has garbage rims on it. There's so much work that has to be done to this car. I wouldn't say I'd offer him $1,500 for this. What's your guess? He wants $1,500. All right. That's that's a deal. Hopefully it comes with some more stuff though. Mirrors not included. Hope it comes with parts, because if you were to buy this car and not have the parts, your next 5 to 10 years is rebuilding this car. This will take forever. Just like if you watch some of these real famous shows where the car comes in on a trailer and it leaves all done in a half-hour show. Listen, it took 3 years to build that car on that show. You have to understand, this would take the average person with the average capabilities and facilities 5 years at least to get this thing on the road. So it is a deal though, $1,500. All right, one more. Let's do one more. One more. Let's find something cool. Wow, that's nice. There's a lot of nice stuff out there today. All right, here's one. Here we go. I got a video and everything. Perfect. All right, we have a 71 Buick Skylark, right? Let's read what it says. It's got the 352 barrel, runs great, power great, aftermarket radio speakers, whatever. Nobody listens to the radio. Title in hand. Let's see the pictures. It's got a nice rims and tires. Nice looking color. It's a somewhat desirable, once you get into the 70s, cars got goofy. So it's less of a Mohican kind of car. I've seen these cars in this condition. Everything looks nice. 90,000. It's got the 350. This car, it's got the power brake booster. I can't see. Is that a compressor? That has air compressor. That has air conditioning. Has a compressor for it. Looks very nice. Doesn't look rusted. A lot of pictures. You need a lot of pictures when you're selling cars. A lot of pictures. He's got a nice little video. Boy, I've seen these cars go up like $23,000. I've seen these cars. This car could go in the right situation. If it is exactly as it looks like it is, this is a $20,000 car. Okay, put your guess in. This is a 71 Buick Skylark, 350 V8. It's got the 2-barrel. I don't know if that's stock. It probably is. All right, they are asking. All right. They're asking $13,500. I don't know if this car is stolen or this is a scam, but for $13,500, that is the deal of the week. $13,500. That is amazing. I will jump on that one. $13,500. Now remember, when you're looking to buy cars, old cars. When I say cars 1970 and older that are American made cars, okay? You're looking to buy old cars, you gotta look in person. Don't buy anything just over the internet without looking, okay? I've done it a couple times, but I had somebody that I trusted look at the car before I purchased it, okay? So you wanna crawl underneath these cars. You want to crawl under the cars. You want to check the wiring. You want to check everything. I mean, just to make sure it's solid mechanically, and then if it's rusted to the point where it can't be body-wise clean and fixed, I would run away from that car. Stay away from 4-doors and non-desirable cars, which we'll discuss in another video. But thanks for stopping by today. We're going to do more of this. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I will see you again on the next one. Thank you.